Tell me who William Deloach is and what's his place in the DC history.
William Deloach was one of the first homies in Alcatraz with Al Capone and Bumpy Johnson. My mother's brother, Paul Kennedy, they used to call Sharp. Him, William Deloach, and Silk's grandfather, Mr. Lynn. Lynn Davis was there with Bumpy Johnson and Deloach. And Deloach was known as the Godfather of DC in the federal system. They used to call him Old Man Horse. They called him Horse because he was real strong. They say he hit like a horse. And was in Lawton. Was known throughout Lawton and DC and the federal system as the Godfather of DC because he put us on the map. Can you imagine being in Alcatraz with Al Capone and Bumpy Johnson? So, and he was a killer. You know what I mean? He was a killer. And all my life, I used to hear about Old Man Deloach. Now, every day in lunchtime, see, he worked in the industry. And he wouldn't let nobody sit with him but Old Man Catfish and him. And he's the only person that the warden used to call Mister. So they hit the buzzer, meaning you got 15 minutes left. The second buzzer means you got to get out. The old man used to sit there till he finished eating. They wouldn't say nothing to him. And when they get up, they say, "You finished, Mr. Deloach?" "Yeah." He gone back there.
Somebody else told me another story about that when the people, unfortunately would have to confront them, said they used to come get them with a fish net. Is that true?
I ain't never heard about that. I ain't never heard that one.
Hey, I done heard, you smile, but you know how legend stories are told.
I don't know that. All I know is when I got there, and he sent for me, you know what I mean, because he know my family, and all the homies was watching me sit at the table. They said, "Mr. Deloach, let's fly sit at the table with him." You know what I mean? And he said, "Man, I know your family, man. I know your grandfather, Pop Kenny. I know Rabbit, Roach, all of them." He said, "Me and your uncles in Alcatraz together." And we was talking about his case, his murder case, you know what I mean? Because the dude told him I know him. And he said, "Man, we got to sit down and talk, man." And I said, "Okay." So he used to sit me down and try to calm me down.
In Atlanta?
Yeah.
So you met him in Atlanta?
Yeah, I met him in Atlanta. And
what year was this?
He loved me, 78. He loved me. I'm the only one could sit at the table with him other than the Old Man Catfish. He wouldn't let Bros, Turd, Trice, nobody sit at the table but Old Man Catfish and me. And he saved my life in Atlanta. Me and Bros had robbed some Italians, and they put a contract out on me.
Hey, let me stop you right there. Somebody asked this question. Perfect. You went right down the street for them. How you end up robbing somebody in jail? Explain that to the people.
Because they have dope. They sell dope.
No. I don't mean it like that. You know how people watch movies and they think you walk up and say, "Stick them up with a gun." How do you rob somebody in jail?
Because you have your knife on you, and you catch me in a blind spot, or you would say, "Man, I'm gonna pop such and such," and they say, "Well, meet me around the rec center, or meet me in the bleachers." And wherever you meet him, pull that knife out, put it in his neck, say, "Give me all of it." You know what I mean? So, because I used to rob people every day. Me and Bro used to rob people every day. And, but I knew the Italians do. You know what I mean? Because we used to trade, but they had some dope and we wanted it. So I said, "Man, I'm going to take it, bro. Just watch my back." So I robbed them, and they went to the top Italian, and they said the dude Flower DC just took all of it, man. So I don't know that they put a contract, because back then they was killing every week in Atlanta. Atlanta was that's why they closed it, because they had too many murders there. So they said I supposed to be dead by Monday morning. And it went got stampeded and all the old timers tried to squash, but I don't know it. I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know that they put a contract. I just thought I just took some more dope. And Sunday, all the homies on the field. So I see homies with golf clubs and baseball bats. And so I asked Big Rabbit, I said, Big Rabbit once, I said, something up, man? Who we going to war with somebody? He said, something up, man. They called a meeting on the yard. We see old man Deloach coming down the hill. He only come on the yard twice a year to take pictures. So they said, old man out here. He go up in the bleachers with the Italians. And to hear the Italian is talking to the Deloach. And we stand there watching, but I don't know. They talking about my life. You know what I mean? So me, Terry Trice, bros, all us down there, and all the homies. And old man called me up in the bleachers. Come here, man. He said, you took something from him? I said, I ain't taking nothing from him. He said, did you took some dope over there? I said, yeah. He said, it belongs to him. He said, whatever he owes you, y'all squash it. Because you can't do nothing to him. He said, if you do something to him, we're going to kill 3-4 of you motherfuckers every day around here. And told me to go ahead back to the Dom. He'll talk to me later. And he squashed it. You know what I mean? So I said, they talking about doing something. He said, get your ass back up there. So I go back to the Dom. We went up there. We smoked some weed. He said, fuck them punks. You know what I mean? He said, but they ain't going to do nothing to you. You know what I mean? The old man had that type of power, man. So we smoked some weed, man, and chopped it up. He used to love to eat cashew, smoke weed. He said, you got to, but this is what he told me, I'll never forget it. Keep your hands in your pocket. Carry yourself like a gentleman, and you'll be surprised if people want to do something for you because they're scared to death of you. They know who you are. He said, carry yourself like a gentleman and let them come to you. Because, you got some big dudes there, man. I'm Frank Lucas, but we ain't deal with him. But you got big millionaires there from all over. But I'm young, I'm doing 75 to life, so I don't care. I ain't, you know what I mean? But he give me the game, and he just give me and bros all kinds of game about, how to get away with what we doing.
Hey, before I move on.
Save my life. And guess what? He loved me so much. When he came back to DC jail, he went blind from his diabetes. And when I was over Youth Center 2, they said, man, old man Los up Lewisburg, man, they sent him up to jail. So I sent my woman over to see him by Allah. He couldn't see, so he said, who is it? She said, Fly sent me over here. I'm Fly's wife. She said, he bust out crying because I remember her. He said, Fly sent you over here. She said, I come to see you for Fly. I'm his wife. She said, he bust out crying. Said, tell Fly I love him. Then he died in Springfield. You know what I mean? But I wanted him to know that I loved him and I never forgot him. As soon as I heard he was up DCG, I sent my wife straight up there to see him. You know what I mean? Yeah, she bust out crying, man. That touched me,